Good morning, students. Today our class 8th SS subject English medium unit first chapter number 3rd resources natural vegetation and wildlife. The main words a topic including this chapter: natural vegetation, serves distribution of wildlife, forest, importance and utilization of natural vegetation, conservation of wildlife and grassland. इस चैप्टर में हमने नेचुरल वेजिटेशन के बारे में पढ़ा है, टाइप ऑफ फॉरेस्ट पढ़ा है और अब हम बात करेंगे इसमें ग्रासलैंड के बारे में, जो कि आपका पेज नंबर 28 पे दे रखा है। तो इसमें सबसे पहले हम ग्रासलैंड के बारे में बात करेंगे। द ग्रास ग्रो एज नेचुरल वेजिटेशन इन द रीजन्स ऑफ मॉडरेट रेनफॉल। तो यहाँ पे जो ग्रास है वो ग्रो करती है प्राकृतिक रूप से ही, जो इस प्रकार के मानसूनी जो क्षेत्र होते हैं उनकी तरफ। लोकेशन एंड एक्सटेंट ऑफ ग्रास लैंड डिपेंड्स ऑन द सेसनल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ रेनफॉल। एज द रेनफॉल डिक्रीज द forest cover becomes less dense and grasses grow between the scattered trees. The main type of grassland are: first, tropical grassland; second, temperate grassland. First, tropical grassland. These type of grassland are found between the equatorial forest and the tropical desert. The climate is warm all the years round and has two distinct seasons, wet and dry. The annual rainfall is from about 50 centimeter to 130 centimeter. The rainfall is connected in 6 and 8 months of the years, followed by a period of droughts. Thus, tall grasses grow in these regions. In general, they are known as the savannas. A major part of these grasslands are now used for farming and livestock rearing. Some areas of these grassland have become desert due to the poor land management. So this picture tropic of grassland. They are found in South America, Central Africa, South Asia and Northern ऑस्ट्रेलिया। इसके जो मुख्य क्षेत्र हैं वो हमारा साउथ अमेरिका, सेंट्रल अफ्रीका, साउथ एशिया और नॉर्थ ऑस्ट्रेलिया है। टेम्परेट ग्रासलैंड, these treeless grassland are situated in the interior of the continents, away from the coastal areas where the rainfall is not enough for the growth of trees. The height of the grasses depends upon the amount and distribution of rainfall. Following are the main temperate grasslands and continents. Grassland: prairies, North America; pampas, South America; steppes, Eurasia; velds, Africa; downs, Australia. These grasslands are stable for cattle rearing and large-scale cultivation of wheat and maize. Shrubs: they refer to the woody plants smaller than trees. These are found in the dry desert-like areas. Desert vegetation: Sahara and Kalahari Desert, Africa; Atacama Desert, the desert India; Southwest Australian Desert and Arabian Desert are the areas having desert vegetation. Characteristics. Point number first, most of the desert of the world are found on the western margin of the continents. These are found in the areas of high temperature, high evaporation and low rainfall. Next point, these plants or shrubs have long and strong roots, thorny surface and wax coated leaves. Vegetation: desert vegetation is also known as expositives. That means the vegetation and animals adapt themselves to the hot and dry climate. Thorny versus cacti, date palms, etc. are the main scopes of the regions. This desert region, this picture desert region. एंड नेक्स्ट वाइल्ड लाइफ। वाइल्ड लाइफ, ये वाइल्ड एज दिखा रखे हैं इस पिक्चर में जो आपको दिखाई दे रहा है। इट इंक्लूड्स वाइल्ड एज हेनेक्शा, फॉक्स, जैकल, लिजार्ड, स्नेक्स एक्सेट्रा। And tundra vegetation, this type of vegetation is found to the north of the Arctic Circle in the northern most part of Asia, Europe and North America. The reason is called it tundra. The heavy snow cover here does not allow plants to grow. During the desert summer months, when the snow cover melts, mosses, lichens, and short grasses cover the grassland. They are called it meadows. Importance of utilization of natural vegetation. The forest play a very significant role in our life. They have several direct and indirect आर्थिक, इकोनॉमिक एंड इकोलॉजिकल बेनिफिट्स। तो डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट दोनों ही रूप से हमें बेनिफिट होता है इनसे, जिसमें हमारे आर्थिक, इकोलॉजिकल एंड इकोनॉमिक जो बेनिफिट है इसमें हमारे दिखा रखे हमारे जीवन में, लाइफ में। तो क्या क्या इसमें होते हैं? पॉइंट नंबर फर्स्ट, दे आर द ग्रेट सोर्स ऑफ ऑक्सीजन एंड ऑल्सो हेल्प बाय एब्जॉर्बिंग कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड। Point number two, the root of the tree behind the soil and protect it from damage by running water and blowing wind. They reduce flood problems. Point number third, the forests are the great source of humus that make the soil of fertile. Next, they provide settler and livelihood to many forest communities and villages. Next, the forest also provides settler and many wildlife. Next point, the forest land is used as pasture and meadow for grazing cattle and sheep. Next point, they also provide a variety of forest products such as timber of furniture, fuel wood, fodder, oil, lac, gum, charcoal, medicinal plants and herbs, tripentylene oil, varnisif, pulp for paper, honey fruits, beeswax, and various other useful products. So table and chairs, this uh, use of wood. Next point, many minerals are obtained from the forest. Next point, they are the home of various hill stations which attract a large number of tourists. In this way, they are helpful to earn great revenue for the government. Forest are a place for recreation. So this further नेक्स्ट टॉपिक होगा हमारा वाइल्ड लाइफ का, ये जो कि हम आपको नेक्स्ट वीडियो में कराने वाले हैं। तो आज के लिए आपका ये टॉपिक इतना ही होगा। इससे रिलेटेड जितना भी आपको मैंने कराया है वो सारा आपको चैप्टर रीड करना होगा और साथ साथ बुक वर्क आपको फिल करना होगा। इससे रिलेटेड जो क्वेश्चंस बनते हैं, वन वर्ड वन सेंटेंस, ये क्वेश्चन भी आपको क्लियर करने होंगे। थैंक यू स्टूडेंट।